Fox 5 continues to cover an illegal industry that is targeting tourists all across the Strip. Illegal marijuana sales. Now, marijuana is not allowed to be sold inside casinos. Why is that the case? Marijuana is still a Schedule I drug, and that means that any casinos that would sell it, they would violate federal banking laws. Only one day, when the feds declassify marijuana as a drug, then maybe one day will marijuana be allowed to be used inside casinos.